I was reading about Yonggi Cho last month. I just soaked myself with his messages and reading about him. I kept, the man, he has gone to glory, he has gone to see with meet with the Lord. I kept reading. I read until the point I started listening. I started watching, and I said, what is this audacity that this man has? This man was speaking that he had 3,000 people, and he went to God and he said, is this all that you can give me? Members 3,000. And he went to God. He said, is this all that you can give me? I wanted to know what was driving the man, because in my generation, people with 500 membership, they raise shoulder like they have the whole world under them. But a man with 3,000 capacity, 3,000, but he was asking God if that was all, because he saw through the spirit that one day a man preached and 3,000 gave their lives to Christ. So 3,000 is not the highest of God. It's the beginning of what God will start with you. The rest is history. And I kept reading until I met another man called Watchman Nee. When I read about Watchman Nee, I now understood why Yonggi Cho made exploit. Because Watchman Nee was the seed that had to go to the ground for Yonggi Cho to rise. It got to a point where all the followers of Watchman Nee were arrested, in prison, beaten. Go and read about him. They came to prison and they would beat him, stab him, and say, are you ready to say no to this Christianity? He said, I will die with this. His people came to him. They say, okay, resist, we'll stand for you. He said, nah, the devil is speaking through you. And when they saw, they held their hands together and held him by the trouser. They say, we bind ourselves to your covenant. We will die with this covenant. We will not say no. We are not going to renounce Christ. And that was how they died for the cause. And before he died, he said, I may die now, but my soul will still speak in the atmosphere. Kapara Suta. And a man called Yonggi Cho rose. So the spirit of God that refused to allow Watchman Nee to die came upon Yonggi Cho as an ordination. And so he began to spread within that power. So a man from Germany couldn't meet up ministry terms. He came down to, and 1 month the church opened. He said, no, this cannot be, this is not true. And when he asked, they say, a man has broken the ground for us. He's called Yonggi Cho. And Yonggi Cho said, there is a man called Watchman Nee. If there is anyone afflicted, many people broke out of affliction. All of those people that are giving you motivation today with the cars, if you follow them and ask them very well, they will tell you that they prayed.